You mentioned, again just now, land set aside for your people, sir. What land is available that's not already possessed by others?
When you came to this country, the land was inhabited by the Indians, and you didn't have any problem then.
I got a riddle, I'm the reason that the game is played. Some of us made it over, some of us stayed. A gang of people died when they was on their way. Who am I? I'm a victim of the slave trade.
Slave trade. I'm just a victim. I'm just a victim. I'm just a victim. I'm just a victim. I'm just a victim of the slave trade.
Scapegoat is my name, like this prison system make the modern day slave trade. Line them up and ship them off, make the niggas pay the cost. God must have cursed us, now that's how they made the laws. Even when I'm watching basketball, I can't help but think, why the fuck these niggas just don't start their own league? Every star player should have their own team. Tell me how this is a team when they own me. Yeah, homie, that's the slave trade. You're playing in the slave game. Go ahead and point shade like I'm the champion, and I don't need a trophy. I'm still Michael, I'm still LeBron, I'm still Kobe. I'm bigger than the block, they can't hold me. I'm still Malcolm, I'm still Marcus, I'm still Stokely. Love and memory of those that died in my offer. African mothers and fathers, the homies in the box.
Niggas see this sign, niggas be like, man, I'm going this way, man. Fuck that shit, man. That shit ain't happening, man. I don't know why the fuck they got that slave trail sign up in the way, man. I ain't going up that shit, man. Fuck it, man. Fuck it. Let's go.
Real greetings. It's Haki, Kweli, Shakur, the Cedar Gabriel Posse, back out here at the Manchester docks in the Manchester Slave Trail. Wanted to talk to y'all real quick about some, controversy. You know what I mean? That's been going on in the conscious community, man. It's a segment of our conscious community, if you want to put it like that, that believes they have these ideologies and these beliefs that the slave trade and the slave trail doesn't exist and the slave trade didn't happen. They said that they can prove this by saying that there were no slave ships. And I'm here today to debunk that. And how I'm gonna debunk that is by saying that, first of all, when we're dealing with the slave ships that brought our ancestors over here, first of all, if you're doing research on this, you don't look for slave ships. You look for merchant ships. What are merchant ships? Merchant ships are ships that deal with trade. And these merchant ships deal with trading goods, cargo, contraband, and product. Our ancestors were the cargo, the product, the contraband. So when you're researching for slave ships, search for under merchant ships.
Look at my city, Richmond, Virginia, a Confederate state, the first slave state, the city of hate, no love. And see, people always wonder, man, why nobody don't show no love down here in Richmond, man? We don't love each other. We hate each other here. The energy of the slave trade. You know what I'm saying? So while we keep coming down here and doing videos and different things, we, making y'all aware and just letting y'all know about our people. So, a lot of people don't understand the energy of why this city is the way this city is. Due to the slave trade, due to, like I always say, white supremacy, we can always take it back to that. But once we start wanting to know about our people, the whole energy will change, because the ancestors trying to get that, they want us to get that release. They want to release. They want y'all to get released from the hatred, but y'all can't get released from it because y'all don't want to talk about it.
In each state that dealt with the slave trade, like Richmond, Virginia, you search in the history of the documents in the archives under merchant ships, and all the records are going to pull up of all the slave ships that brought our ancestors over here from West Africa, and the Europeans that brought our ancestors over here. It's under merchant ships. So y'all can kill all that noise about the slave trade not happening and slave ships don't exist. Matter of fact, they just found the slave ship off the coast of South Africa. That was shrunken, I mean. And they're doing evidence on that slave ship now. So this leads to my other part about the slave ships. When you're dealing with a historical criminal, or a criminal period, a criminal is not going to leave the evidence of his crime behind. You see what I'm saying? So what happened to most of them slave ships? They were destroyed, blown up, broke up, sunk in the ocean, sunk in the rivers, and even, I'm gonna take it even deeper. In Europe, and even in the South, they took parts of the slave ship and created houses out of it. So that's what happened to your slave ships, man. They took the wood and recycled it and created houses and created different places for them to settle on the land. And also, the people that make these accusations, I'm not really gonna say no names, these type of people, the reason why they say the slave trade didn't exist is because they participated in the slave trade.
You know what I'm saying? Look what all our ancestors been through. You know what I'm saying? They walked this slave trail. You know what I'm saying? I be joking and playing, but it's so powerful because this is what they had to do. You know, and let's not forget about that. We can't forget about that because it's in all of our DNA, whether you want to believe it or not. You do a DNA test today. You do the one you can spit in, send it off. I guarantee you from Richmond. If you're from Richmond, Virginia, you might be an Igbo. You might be 9 times out of 10. I'm just saying. You might be 85% African. You might be 10% or 13% European. I'm just breaking the facts down. Just to let y'all know, because when you do this DNA test, do this. So this is another thing how you can find out about your ancestors, your people, and different things. DNA.
Come to Virginia. Come to the place where the slave trade was at its highest point and its highest, dealing slavery and selling our ancestors. Come to Virginia. I can show you the documents. I can show you the river. And also, when I show you the river, when you're also doing this research on slave ships, look up the downriver slave trade. A lot of y'all don't know about the downriver slave trade. What is that? That is the slave trade of the upper South selling our ancestors to the deeper South. And when you research all this stuff, you will find the documents and records, man, of the slave ships and our ancestors, man. So I don't want to hear no more about, slave trade didn't exist. Of course it didn't exist. You know what I mean? To a person who participated in it, like I said before. And also, the key element and the key point, a criminal is not going to leave the evidence of his crime. So on that note, I'm going to sign off, man. Haki, Kweli, Shakur, man. Salute to our ancestors, man. Free the land.
Some of us made it over, some of us stayed. A gang of people died when they was on their way. Who am I? I'm a victim of the slave trade.
Slave trade.